We're excited for this 2022.5 release. It's got a little bit for everyone, including some updates to the daily project reports, scheduling improvements on mobile, adding signatures on the web, a new report on the web, and some cool interface options. Let's start with a couple of fun layout options within BusyBusy. With this release, there is now the option to collapse the left sidebar menu on the web by clicking on this little icon over in the corner. By collapsing or shrinking the side menu, it really opens up the main window and allows you to see more data with less side-to-side scrolling. Especially when you toggle the filters off over here, it really opens up the screen. When the menu is collapsed, the headings for each of the sections will still appear when you hover over them to remind you what they are. Another small improvement is the ability to change the height of the rows within the timesheet reports. You can do this by clicking on the table row icon. It's the one right here that looks like a hamburger or a double stuffed Oreo. Now you can select the height of the rows depending on your preference, compact, standard, or comfortable. Compact will remove some of the empty space around each row and give you more data within your window. Currently, the adjustable table row option is only available on the timesheet reports, which are these three right here. But it will be coming to the other reports and lists in the near future. We've also added a couple of new filters to the sign-off report. You can now filter by employee group and by position in the daily sign-off report, in addition to the other filters that were previously there. BusyBusy is always looking for ways to make it fast and easy to access the precise data that is needed, and offering more filters is a great way to do that. BusyBusy has a new report available on the web, the Hour Meter Report. This report is found by navigating to the report section. This report will tell you the hours for each piece of equipment, and here you can easily and quickly update equipment hours if you wish. And if you click on a piece of equipment within this report, it will show you the details of all the historical hour entries for that piece of equipment. You can also print or export the Hour Meter Report if you want to. Speaking of printing reports, we have added additional details to the printed header. So now when you go to print, it generates the date and also displays any filters that might have been applied to the report. For example, if I wanted to print a break hour report showing just my concrete crew, I could filter by employee group, click on print, and now the new header shows the date and also designates that this is a report that has been filtered by employee group to just show my concrete crew. A small update, but a nice one. A couple more things to show you on the web before we move over to mobile. With this new update, you now have the option to be able to type your signature instead of using the mouse to sign. When you're logged into BusyBusy from your desktop and need to add your signature to a time card or a daily project report, BusyBusy will now ask you to type your signature instead of manually drawing it with the mouse. When you type your name, it uses a fancy handwriting script. Hit submit, and your nice little electronic signature will appear on the line with the date. If you wish to switch back to using the mouse to sign, just click the gear setting and choose to sign manually. Okay, real quick, because I'm sure this will come up. Yes, typed signatures are just as legally valid as handwritten signatures. And yes, typed signatures are valid in all 50 US states and are granted the same legal status as handwritten signatures under state laws. When a signature is typed, BusyBusy records the date and the time of when that signature took place, and we also record which employee's authenticated credentials were used for that typed signature. BusyBusy only allows typed signatures by the person who is signed into the account. So if you are signed into your account, you'll be able to type your signature where your signature is required. But if someone else is signing their own name using your computer, that person will only have the option to draw or manually sign their signature with the mouse and not type it. This is for liability reasons and to help ensure the validity of the typed signature. Moving on to daily project reports because there's some really fun updates to them. You now have the ability to bulk download daily project reports. Just go to daily project reports and choose to download all of them, or if I want to download them from just a certain project, I can filter, select which project I want, and select all the DPRs I want to download. The reports are downloaded into a zip folder, which can be easily shared with others or stored on a hard drive. Another update to the daily project reports on web or mobile is the ability to change who signs DPRs. By default, and how it's been in the past, is that the name of the person who created the report is also assigned as the person whose signature is needed on that report. But now you can change that name by going over to the pencil icon and choosing who you'd like to sign it. On mobile, this is done by going to Daily Project Reports, creating a new report, tapping on Sign Off, and then changing the employee to someone else. This person can then sign electronically from your device before you submit the report. Or if you wish to print the report and have a paper signature, the designated name that you've chosen will be printed underneath the signature line. With 2022.5, you now have the ability to add multiple employee signatures to daily project reports that are created on mobile. Under Daily Reports, hit Create Report. To add the new employee sign-off section, tap on the gear icon to update the settings. The employee sign-off section is near the bottom and it's currently set to off. Tap on it and hit the toggle to turn it on. You can change this text if you want at any time. Hit Save. The employee sign-off section is now on. Now you can select which employees you want to include in your employee sign-off section by tapping where it says Employee Sign-Off. Scroll through and select who you want to include or filter to find a specific group. Once you've selected who you want to sign in this section, hit Save and preview the report. Here's your daily project report with the new employee sign-off section, with the employees listed that you have selected to sign. A couple of things to note here. The employees can only sign the report from the device that created the report, so you'll need to pass this phone or device to each employee in order for them to sign. The second thing to remember is what I mentioned earlier. You'll need to collect all the digital signatures prior to submitting or closing the report because you won't be able to go back and add digital signatures after the report is submitted, unless you want to print it out and have them sign a paper report. Okay, and last but not least, we have some new updates to the mobile scheduling. When you create a schedule entry on mobile, you can now assign a color to that entry. The ability to assign a color has been available on web, and now it's possible to assign a color to a new schedule entry or edit the color of a current schedule entry on mobile. Another mobile update when it comes to 22.5 is the ability to view your schedule or the schedule of your employees by week, month, or by pay period, in addition to the daily view that we had before. And there's a really cool new scheduling filter, so you can filter by projects, cost codes, or equipment if you're a single employee looking at your schedule. Or if you're a supervisor or admin, and you have permission to view or create other employee schedules, you can also search schedules by employees or employee groups, in addition to projects, cost codes, and equipment. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a wrap for BusyBusy's 2022.5 release update. A big shout out to our developers who are improving BusyBusy almost faster than I can tell you about. Hope these updates will be useful. Stay tuned for more, and as I like to say, stay busy.